time, like, you're not even dressed. And I'm like, I literally should have been out the
That's a
door
whole
like 5
other
minutes ago.
problem of like, if you don't know what you're wearing.
Oh my God. No, I know. Like that at least I think takes like an hour.
I don't
Because
know
it has to
about,
like stew in your brain. You know what I mean? Like you have to like think about it. You're like, what am I in the mood for?
well, I don't know about you, but I have learned with myself at least that I have to get dressed last, because if I get
Yes.
dressed, if I try to pick out my outfit beforehand, I literally leave no time for myself to do my hair, do my makeup, do whatever else I have to do. So I will leave picking out an outfit, because at that point I know I'm like, okay, I have a bunch of stuff in my closet. I can throw something together real quick and go. Otherwise, I'm going to be overthinking it. Like,
100, well, and I think too, like as you get ready, like I like assess my vibe. I'm like, okay, how do I feel? Do I like I really want to go to this place that I'm going? Am I like, do I want to be like comfortable and cute? Or am I like, nope, I don't want to be comfortable whatsoever? Like, and then this sounds stupid, but I don't know how you feel. If you know, some days you just like don't have good hair days, or like you don't have good makeup days.
yeah.
And then I'm just like that affects what kind of outfit I pick out. Like if I'm just like can't get my eyeshadow right, I'm like, you know what? F this. I'm wearing like sparkly heels because I'm pissed off. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, see, I'm the opposite. If I know I have a bad makeup or hair day, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta, at least put my outfit together right. Heather, I'm not even kidding you. I'll go out of the house with like a full, like cute outfit on, heels, the whole shebang, and my hair will be up in a bun. I don't even care. I don't even care. Because at that point, I'm like, oh, well, people will look at my outfit. They won't look at my hair, right?
It's so
at least
funny.
that's what I
It's
hope
true
for.
though. I think it's true though. You can definitely compensate for like something that's like subpar on you. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
I totally believe that. If you just can't do it, it's better. I think it's better to do a bun, like messy, cute bun, than to try to do something with your hair and completely fail. You know what I mean? Like if it's just not like working, and then it's just like, no, like, I don't know.
Well, then you end up spending, a half hour, 45 minutes on it. And you're like, for what? I didn't even make this look good.
Exactly. And like, you could just tell when you're not going to have a good hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could just feel it in your bones. Like it's just not happening today. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like this is not gonna work out.
Right. For sure.
And I don't know what causes that. Like, are you off or is your hair off? Have you ever thought about that? Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, you never know. I mean, for me, I wash my hair probably like every 4 or 5 days. If I go any longer than that, I already know it's going to be a hot day, or it's just going to be like use the entire bottle of dry shampoo day.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. Like, yeah, day 5 is like a little sketch.
Yeah. It's either really good or really bad. There is no in between.
No, there is. And I don't know why.
No, I don't know. I think it just depends. But, I think that definitely plays a role in stress too. Cause like when you don't look your best, at least for women, I think for sure for women, like when you don't look your best or when you don't feel your best, that in turn adds to your stress.
100%. And like, it is like, I guess I don't think like men realize how many different stresses like women have every single day that like they don't have. And it's just not how their brains are wired. It's women, no matter what, if you take.
I don't know if it's necessarily that men have less stresses than women. I think men just don't care as much as
That's a good point.
Do.
That's a good point.
Like things that women care about and make a huge deal about, men are just like, okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out and move on. Like
that is very true, because like even if you think
parts of me like strive to have like a man's like outlook on certain things, as far as like not giving a shit about like the little things.
Oh yeah. Like, but I don't know. I understand where you're getting at, but it's kind of like the same way as I feel about like how guys don't have to like worry about like super long hair. Well, not, I should say all guys, but like most guys, like they literally use the same like soap that they like use their body, shampoo, conditioners, like all one. Like,
I know.
I always think like, they're crazy. Like
that's
imagine
gross.
that. It's so gross. Like, but imagine that level of like low maintenance. Do you know what I mean? Like that would be great, but I would miss caring and have like having all my curling irons, my straighteners, all of that. It's the same kind of thing as I like think of with like how you said, like with guys, like level of like not giving a shit. Like, yes, I say that, but like maybe it's because I'm a Leo. Like I'm very passionate about stuff. It could be the stupidest thing. And if you get me going on something, like I'm passionate about it and I will get going. And like guys usually aren't like that. And like, I don't know if I could live like that. Like
Yeah.
the non-caring. I don't know.
Yeah. I think, well, you bring up a good point. I think it does depend on, you know, how you were raised, even your sign, like you said. I
Yeah,
mean,
I am
a
a
lot
big
of people
believer in
think that's like woo woo and stuff, but I'll tell you what, like I've been reading more and more about like the signs and stuff,
Mhm.
and they are so spot on. It's like
I
not even
know.
funny. It is like not even funny. I mean, I'm a Taurus, and there's certain things. So like you have like a rising sign and you have like a descending sign, I think. I could be totally wrong, but I'm reading more
It's
about
been
it.
like a minute since I
It's been
looked.
forever. Um
Did
since
you have
I've
a sun
actually,
sign? You have a sun sign?
you have a sun
You
sign?
a
Yeah.
rising sign.
There's an app that I use that one of my coworkers told me about. It's called CoStar.
Yes. Oh my God. I used that before and it's been a minute since I think it got deleted when I switched phones
Yes.
because I think I probably had to delete it because of storage reasons. And I need to bring it back because yeah, it showed you like everything that you have. Like
Yes.
all your every part of your chart, not just like your sun sign.
Yeah. No, and it tells you like just every kind of trait that you would have. And like, I don't know, mine seemed like pretty spot on. Like I'm a Taurus, I'm very stubborn. Like
Yes.
I've tried
They're very
hard
stubborn.
not to be, but like usually if I have a thought on something, I'm pretty set in that thought. Like you're not changing my mind.
That's how
Um
my dad is. My dad's a Taurus.
oh,
Yeah, you guys are the same. And then like
that's
you
funny.
guys have like longer fuses, but when you get to the end, it's like
We blow
like,
up.
Someone's
We blow
dead.
up.
Like yeah.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's so true. I mean, like for me, at least like the things that I've dealt with in my life and the things that like I have experienced, I definitely know I can put up with a lot of shit for a while,
Mhm.
but once I've had enough,
It's done.
watch out.
Like
Game over.
yes. It's like bull in a china shop. That's like the best thing that I can like
yes.
say. But
Yes.
now I'm like the opposite. I'm like, so I'm a Leo lion. Like you like poke a lion, like I'm gonna rip your eyes out with my claws. Like it's just like we go from 0 to 60 and it could like watch out. And it's funny because me and my sister is a Scorpio, totally different on that aspect. Like if me and her, like if we both each separately got into a fight with somebody, I'm in their face, like, you know, whatever, screaming, yelling. I'm very confrontational. Like she is going to say like, okay, that's okay. Like love and light. And then like get you on the back end, like secretly, like scorpion, just like a scorpion, they sting you when you don't realize it. And then you're dead. You know what I mean? Whereas like a lion, you know, it's coming at you. Like you better outrun it or you're done. And then like with the bull, like, you know, bulls are fine until you like get them going. And then it's just like, oh my God, you know, like you can't stop them.
Yeah.
So I'm a big believer in the
Signs for sure. For sure. And it's funny too, because I think relating back to our topic, each sign kind of handles stress differently. When you read about, you know, how at least, I don't know, I'm super into like psychology and like learning about all that kind of stuff. I feel like the different signs, they handle stress differently, but then it also reflects on how they handle like their relationships and stuff, whether it be like a romantic relationship, a friendship, like family relationships, whatever it is. And some are more, you know, direct and blunt, and some are more like passive aggressive. Some are more like they just don't want to deal with it. They're very like avoidant. And then I mean there's just so many different ways that people handle things. And I think it is more of like a stress, like how they handle stress and like a coping mechanism, honestly.
Mhm. No, I totally agree. I think every like sign, like, it's, you have the strengths and the weaknesses with like, especially handling stress. You know what I mean? Like, depending on your sign, like some might power through more, especially more of the stubborn, signs. They're going to power through the stress, not really take the time, and like deal with their emotions. And then you have more of the emotional signs, all the water signs. They're more in touch with their emotions, so they do tend to recognize the different. They do tend to recognize, when their emotions are drained or mentally that they're drained. And I do think it's like a really interesting topic to dive into.
I think that should be like a whole podcast in itself.
Yeah,
Just like,
that'd be a cool one.
yeah, that would be really cool. Um, but yeah, I think everyone handles stress differently. I don't think there's really a right or a wrong way to handle stress because everyone interprets it a little bit different, you know?
Mhm. I agree.
For me, like I said, I try to sleep more if I'm super stressed, which usually that doesn't really go well with my schedule, but I try to.
Mhm.
Ashwagandha is a huge
Yes,
one.
I love
Ashwagandha for
ashwagandha.
stress. Guys, if you have not tried ashwagandha yet, you need to. It is a game changer. And when I
Mhm.
say try ashwagandha, I don't mean like a little bit sprinkled here and there in like one of your, fitness supplements. I mean like the full blown KSM 66 ashwagandha. That
Mhm.
stuff is amazing.
I agree.
Actually, I found one on Amazon that's like it's like a triple dose. I'll have to
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh, can you send me the
amazing.
link to that?
I will send you the link to it. Actually, I'll put it in the description too, um,
Okay.
for everyone to try out because when I say it's a game changer, I mean it's a game changer. So being open and transparent, I've dealt with chronic anxiety, um, medically diagnosed for a very long time. Um, Actually, let me think. I'm 25 since I was 21. Since I was 21, so 4 years, um, medically diagnosed. Now I dealt with it a long time before then, before I actually had it diagnosed at that point, but, um, it's been something that, like, I've really struggled with over the years and has crippled me as far as, my everyday life and, having relationships and friendships and everything like that. Um, and ashwagandha, I kid you not, helped me so much to the point where before I started taking it, I would wake up in the morning and I would automatically feel like my heart racing and like there was like a brick on my chest.
That's crazy.
Um, and it would just be immediately from waking up. It wasn't anything that happened. It was just every single day. Every single day. And I kind of
Do
just
you
had to like fight through my morning to get through that.
do you remember like the first time that it ever happened, or did it happen like so like this has been going on for so long you can't even remember it not happening?
Um, I would say I don't remember like the exact first time that it happened. Um, but when I was 21, there were some things that happened in my life um that were, I would say, a little bit more they weren't traumatic, but just a very big adjustment for me.
Mhm.
And at that point I was just kind of thinking about my life constantly and worrying about my life constantly and have I made the right decisions, have I done everything that I need to do at that point to be successful and set myself up for the best future that I could have, and have I treated the relationships that I had at the time like the right way, and did I had a hard time always, and I still do, with putting myself before other people. I was always like a yes person.
Oh, I gotcha.
Um, and I had cut out some relationships in my life at that point that were in my life for a very long time. And I was